Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. On this channel you find more and more information about the collaborations between posh brands and luxury developers of UAE market. Hit that subscribe button and like this video in order to stay in the loop of the recommendations of YouTube and get more information about the most coveted properties of Dubai.
This lifestyle is only an option for 251 families. The level of occupancy above 90% flat in Marina throughout the whole year. There is the 5 elements of the 5 animals that needs to be surrounding the building. The blue dragon, the red tiger.
Did you invest in Six Senses?
Yeah, I did.
And here's why you should watch this video until the end. We are about to discuss the collaboration between the renowned brand in wellness and holistic approach to resort lifestyle. Six Senses collaborating with the known developer on UAE market, Select Group. They have an amazing portfolio and an impressive record on the market of UAE, and not only that. And also today, I want to share with you the top 5 questions of the affluent buyers. What do millionaires ask before buying a luxury property?
Hello.
This guy over here, he is representing the developer, and he's Johnny. Johnny has been helping me a lot with my most demanding clients. And I have to tell you that because in Dubai we have so many luxury projects, but there are only a few developers that have this reputation that Select Group has built. I love their communication, especially Johnny here, who's helping me a lot.
Appreciate the good feedback.
Johnny, you are an architect, right?
Yes, previously architect, currently real estate.
That's why I love you, because we've been struggling a lot. You can tell them about that with my clients, because my clients mostly they buy online, and they want to have their eyes on what will the view look like, what will be the layout exactly, and sometimes we would spend hours.
We would spend hours drawing and facilitating the communication.
He is good at drawing. He is good at doing the pictures. He would climb on top of the trees. I would I would say, but not trees. On buildings, and show the actual view that the client would expect from his property.
Correct.
That's what I love about you. So
Correct.
now that's the introduction, and I told them that I'm going to share the top 5 questions that the millionaires or the affluent buyers are asking when buying not any property, but buying luxury real estate properties.
Yes.
First of all, let's start with, why do people buy luxurious projects when they can invest in something?
Look, today the market is shifting, and Dubai, every few years they are transferring their concentration of building and development of a community or a certain entity area which is undeveloped. Today they are changing it, they are developing it. So for example, we are going to have a new airport coming in a new area. So everything is changing, and the person who is following this flow and this growth in that particular pattern is the person who is benefiting the most. Today, if there is a full-on concentration on penthouses and luxury, and you go buy a villa, you are not going with the flow, and you have to see what is happening around you.
So the flow is towards
the flow
premium
today
and luxury.
is going less on the studio and one-bedroom apartments, which is slowly stabilizing as rent and resale, and is more hitting up on the luxury product, which is not losing its value, and townhouses, villas from a different perspective. So you have 2 main entities, in my opinion.
Okay, so now let's play that game. When the millionaire buyer is, he has all the funds to invest in whatever property, but he wants to make the most of it. Of the investment. So what do they ask? First question that they ask, I want to start first, especially because I mainly focus on selling properties that are brand collaborations. Now this is a new trend.
Branded residences,
Branded residences. So the first question that the client is asking is not about the brand, because usually if the client needs to know about the brand, then he's not informed.
He's not informed about it.
then if he has no idea about the brand, then either it's not a good brand,
or he is not exposed to that.
He's not the buyer, of course. But we're talking about the real buyer. So the real buyer is usually asking why this brand, let's say Six Senses, has picked this developer. Why this developer when we have other, I don't know, governmental developers, bigger, I don't know, developers and so on? What was the reason? And let's elaborate on that.
So I will tell you as far as what I know information. Yes. So our CEO, Rahel, so basically he owns also Intercontinental and Dubai Marina, one of many hotels that he owns.
Yes.
So he has a long-term relationship already with IHG Group. This is from previous transactions, previous history, relationships, and businesses that are owned. We already launched Six Senses Dubai Marina, Dubai on the Palm, previously in the past 2 years. And we have a joint venture with them. So they have a hotel component and we have a residential component. And we have a successful relationship. And this is why today, this is the first time residential exclusive only apartments for the brand Six Senses.
So Dubai, as we know it, is no short of towers, and Dubai Marina is one of the most bustling neighborhoods of the city. So when Select Group approached us with this opportunity to design this tall tower in Dubai Marina, we wanted to create something tall and beautiful, but also something pure in form and elegant in design that will be a stunning addition to the Dubai Marina skyline.
Today we were fortunate enough to have a small chat with the commercial director of Select Group, of the developer. Pretty much unexpected from our side, but a very pleasant surprise because he did share with us a lot of insights about the project, about the perspectives of the market.
In order to build this particular building, they went viral. There is a study that I have for more than 300 pages about literally the feng shui and how the qi flows in the building and what are the missing components from around the whole area. There was a full spiritual study on the building itself. Even in that building, the water flow inside of the tower, not outside of the tower. Even when you look at the pool or the water feature, the water flows towards the inside, because this protects health and keeps the wealth within the structure itself. Every single design on a wall or a piece of wood or you see in the building, it comes from a study.
So not only nature, also technology, the highest...
Technology plus the design itself. Where the wood was missing, they increased more wood in the design and the decoration. When they studied the earth vibes beneath the building, there is a study. I had to read through it to understand the idea behind it. The components, the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, earth, and fire. They should be surrounding the building and the whole area. So I have a study of every single component. Six Senses believe in the studies of the spiritual approach. So there is the 5 elements of the 5 animals that needs to be surrounding the building. The blue dragon, the red tiger. And so they did this study and they went deep into it. And then the feminine feel of earth. There is something called feminine
energy,
energy of earth. So they did that, and it's related to the water stream and what goes under the building and where is the water component around the building. So they did that study too. Most of the people who are buying really don't know the story behind it.
Yeah,
but it is a well-being building. From a mechanical structure to a design to missing elements and filling components, what they added to the building itself to make it more and more spiritually
correct. But generally
correct.
Speaking, in the luxury retail now, the demand is increasing from the side of wellness. Everyone is like, all the studies show that people want to invest in wellness. Even the apps, the wellness apps and whatever related to health is now more important than after COVID and after everything. Everyone is
the world has changed. When I was younger, we didn't care about fitness and how it looks like, but people were, today everyone talks about, even my aunts and my uncles who are like 30 years older than me, are now aware about, I gained a little bit of weight. 20 years ago, they wouldn't care. And luxury itself becomes a better lifestyle. And
Yes,
the better
it's
lifestyle is by
luxury is
elevating
about
that
the-
wellness aspect today. Lighter food. Look at all the statistics that happens from the beginning of the year in Dubai.
Yes.
The only price increase that came is on the luxury sector.
Yes.
Regular sector is not increasing in price.
It's settled. Yeah.
It's
just
not increasing in price. We did that study 7 months ago. And this is where we decided to go on the luxury. Why Marina? Marina is the destination in 2030 and 2040 for the space where people will come for touristic approach.
It has been the destination. It still is.
But in the plan of the Dubai itself,
Yes.
of Sheikh Mohammed himself,
Yes.
he decided that Marina is the touristic destination. Business Bay is the business destination.
Yes.
Downtown is financial district and tourism, but different type of tourism because there is no beach, there is no walk component and all that. So Marina is the only place in Dubai, when you think about it, where you walk.
Yeah.
Today, when you go to anywhere in the world, let's say a destination, a city like Florence,
Yes.
there's no beach in Florence in Italy,
That
right?
is- it's
But
the-
it's a 99.99% touristic.
Yes.
But people live there.
Definitely. No. But
And they're
like,
surrounded by tourists all day and all night. And at the reality, this is their income. The brand itself, in that particular place, it's not the first time. But they have in central London. They
Yes.
have in France, in the city, inside of the city. So, and it's not a resort. So they move to the urban approach. And don't forget, there will be a common component from an operation perspective.
yes.
Six Senses The Palm will be supporting the operation of Six Senses Dubai Marina. So it makes a lot of financial sense with the level of occupancy above 90% flat in Marina throughout the whole year. This is a great component from an investment perspective. So imagine people put their apartments for rent.
Yes.
What do you expect from a rental perspective on a 8 million dirham 2-bedroom? I wouldn't take anything below $500,000 per year.
Yeah.
Minimum. With Six Senses, then it's 600,000. Minimum a 25% jump because it's serviced by that hotel operator.
Definitely. Yeah.
And we're not catering for everybody.
It's still cheaper than booking
A
a
lot-
hotel.
Exactly.
shoot.
And in reality, the people who wants to live in Six Senses, they know the value of the brand.
Yeah.
And they will
Plus,
come.
I'm thinking that it's a big challenge for the resort brands to build a tranquility place inside the urban.
This is
hustle,
why
and I think it's
we
a good,
call it together the wellness oasis.
Yes. So it's
Because
like
the component of wellness
the
available
wellness
in the
inside
building.
the concrete jungle.
Exactly. We provide an oasis, a green space in a place where it's all buildings.
Yes,
One.
that's the challenge.
Two, we provide the biggest amount of facilities that are related to well-being, from spa, recreational facilities, water pools, saunas, jacuzzis, 400 square meters of gym, recreation space, meeting space, social hub. All this component is in one building. So in reality, as a resident, you wouldn't really need to move out.
Yeah.
And if you can afford living in such a building, you will use the services that are a la carte from the operator themselves. They can do
because-
your own food shopping for you.
Yeah.
They can get you your stuff from the mall. They can pick you up from the airport. They can clean your car. They can, anything you think of, it's gonna be prepared. You want them to clean your apartment, they clean it. So you are buying a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And this lifestyle is only an option for 251 families.
Guys, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Reach out to me over WhatsApp or in the text messages and comments below this video if you want me to put you in contact with the best professionals on the market. Let's talk about the tremendous amenities that Six Senses has to offer.
For the amenities in this project, we have 61,000 square feet of facilities and amenities. It is going to be divided into 4 different floors. each of which has a concept. The first part is connectivity. So Six Senses is focusing on having a floor of connectivity where everything you do has connection between the lounges, eating areas, you have cinema rooms, you have outdoor area, the greenery, you have everything concerning the billiard room, entertainment. So where the connection happens between individuals will be on this floor.
So socializing, whatever
100%, 100%. The next one will be focused on the balance. When we talk about balance, we talk about balance of mind and body. So we focus more into the gym, more into the water features between sauna. We have 3 types of sauna, for example, biosauna, infrared sauna, and the Finnish sauna. So you have a lot of amenities which Six Senses today are bringing into a vertical tower that have never been seen before as one component. They're a wellness resort, but now in a structural vertical tower branded by Six Senses, exclusive only for those 251 individuals who buy.
Yes.
Then above that floor we have something we call the longevity. Longevity is where the clinic side steps in. So we will have the treatment rooms from crystal sound healing room. We're going to have the cryo chamber treatment room. We're going to have hyperbaric pressure room. So these entities are monitored and operated by consultants which will be available in-house for your service. So it's going to be very special, very studied, trained for. Not anyone will be hired for this position. So it will be by the staff of Six Senses, implemented by them. And last but not least, we were going to have a floor 109th horizon. So on the horizon where you see the full area of Dubai Marina, you have the Dubai Eye, you have the Palm Jumeirah, you have the golf course. So you see a 360-degree view from the top pool. You're going to have a semi-covered pool, one of the tallest around the world. So we're talking about an ultra-luxury finish, a high-end view, a sky viewing deck, even a lounge upstairs where you can hire a private chef to have your own catering. So you can invite your guests. It's a very unique component that is being provided by Six Senses and Select Group as well.
This is a win-win situation for everybody, and definitely for the buyer. At this stage,
what is your expected cost appreciation? Like what do you say is
honestly speaking, on capital investment, nothing below 70%.
70. You know, he was right. I remember when I was first introduced to you, was when I sold the first studio apartment in the peninsula.
How much they made?
She bought it for 500.
For 580, and she sold at 1.1 million.
Yes,
yeah.
Above.
When I told you it's going to be 100%.
She didn't even need an agent to sell it.
I told you it's going to be 100% appreciation.
And when you said that, I was thinking,
he's lying.
Come on, just cut it out. Like.
And?
Yeah, and you were right. So now I believe it. 70% you're saying.
Yeah, it's mathematical. I don't read crystal balls.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you said this number and it was just like a first.
No, because I bought in the building, so I did my real study to understand.
Did you invest in Six Senses?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you take?
A 2-bedroom.
What floor?
19.
19.
I'm with other colleagues, so four or five of us. We pulled in together to buy in the building.
How much?
What do you mean how much?
How much did you, I mean the price for
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
What level do you recommend? Like what's for
every
buying?
single purchase needs to have a reason. The reason decides and determines
cost appreciation,
the floor.
the best cost
so
appreciation.
If it's just from an investment perspective,
to resell.
Personally, I don't go on the lowest floors.
Lowest means like
7, 8, 9. 10, 11. I wouldn't go on that level.
Really?
No, I go in between. Why? Because I'm not, so people will need to catch up to my price.
Yes.
But I wouldn't buy the highest
floor.
Because unless it makes a difference. But on the 2-bedroom units, it doesn't make a difference on the view.
So either you buy a penthouse or you just go.
Exactly. So if I'm buying the view, I go for the best premium price. So I increase my budget. But if I'm looking at something that will not have a view on any floor, so I wouldn't go higher, to be honest, on the price. Why? Because any difference from 19 to 39, that's my profit.
Definitely.
Because
so
there is
6.5 you said?
There's always somebody listing his apartment at 8.9.
Definitely, yeah.
I
wouldn't go higher as well.
But this is the price.
Seems
no,
a
but
little
this is
high
the price.
for me.
This is the price of the last unit. So my win will be from that price to that price.
Yes. And when are you planning to resell?
18 months, 12 months, 14 months, anything after 1 year. Because I know that 2-bed, 3-bed will finish, and by end of June, I will not have any more.
Yeah, they're the first ones to go.
So we wait for the collection of the second installment, which is 6 months from today, let's say November, December. So by April, May, resale will start.
In luxury real estate, you have to be the first one to invest. So if you want to have access to the latest information on these projects, subscribe to this channel and like this video.
One of the triplexes is sold to a previous buyer of Six Senses Dubai.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did he do with the
Sold and made great appreciate. You have no
much?
idea. A lot. I
Can
just
you
tell you, the initial purchase was a villa, one of the 9 villas,
How much was it at the purchase?
84 million,
Okay, and what was the appreciation? I'm afraid to ask.
122 million,
122. I was going to
and
name
they
it.
paid 40% on 80,
It's like 22 karat villas.
more.
I mean,
In revenue for them, they made 170% profit.
and
on
now
capital.
he bought this one to resell again. Yeah,
I don't know, but maybe
he bought the penthouse, I guess.
triplex.
Triplex. Okay.
And the second buyer
Next
is
video is with this buyer.
this, no. Today, Six Senses as a brand compete with Four Seasons as a brand, compete with One and Only as a brand, compete with Baccarat as a brand, compete with Dorchester as a brand, compete with Anantara as a brand, compete with Bulgari as a brand.
Who do you think out of all the ones listed is the strongest competitor?
It's not the strongest. I took these into my comp set when I did the pricing of the building.
I mean, you.
These were all the competition that we looked at from a brand as a hotel
Perspective.
operator
Yeah, I know.
perspective.
So then, in terms of competition, the price is lower or not? That's what
Ours,
you-
because
yours.
of the location.
The location.
That's it. If you take that building and you put it on the beach, the price will change. Because the square foot of the land there is different from the square foot of the land
course,
here, and it's different from the one in downtown Burj Khalifa. So every price component has. We need to take this into consideration. But when you look at the level of luxury and the level of finishing and the level of service, this is the competition. I'm not talking about any particular building. I'm talking about brand. So One and Only, all of them as brand compete with Six Senses. Four Seasons compete with Six Senses. Bulgari competes with Six Senses.
Yeah,
Brand. I'm talking about
and
brand to
and the
brand.
cost appreciation is still happening there.
Brand
after
to brand.
So many
And
years.
When you look at the resale value, we see that the ROI on investments with Six Senses is much higher than anywhere else.
Really?
Because the price range that we start with usually in the market, we always leave
It's
something
lower.
for, not lower, we are taking our share.
Yes.
But you don't know that seriously our CEO keeps always a part of that win on the table for our partners to benefit. It's not the time, this is
Very
reality.
generous. I mean, he could go. a
Not
bit
generous.
higher,
This
or
is
he's-
how, this is continuity of our brand. This is why 70% of the sale that happened currently on Six Senses Residences Marina are existing clients.
Yeah.
And this lifestyle is only an option for 251 families.
Would you help me outline 5 questions that the affluent buyers are asking when they are about to buy a luxury property? What are they asking usually?
Currently?
Yes.
For this particular building?
Yeah, let's say yes. He's ready to buy, but what are the 5 questions he's interested in?
First of all, it's how long is the contract?
Okay.
They want to make sure that
Contract with Six
with
Senses
Six Senses
operation.
as an
Oh,
operator,
good question,
which is
right.
25 years.
25 years, that's,
It's,
yeah.
it's half. It's a quarter of 100. That's
Yeah.
a lot. It's a lot. It's like 50% of a lot of people's lives.
That's reassuring.
One.
Definitely.
So this is very reassuring.
Yeah.
The second point is service charge. They expect from this building a service charge of 60,
Insane.
70, 80 like the others. We're charging 34 to 38,
That's very decent.
which is purely the management fee for the building, because it needs to pay the maintenance of such tower.
Yes.
And the salaries of the people working in the building.
Yeah. So
Select doesn't take any money from it.
Okay.
Never, 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 never.
Okay. Question 3.
The third question that they usually ask about luxury itself, do what we see here is the same finishing that we're gonna see in the building? They want to make.
I think
we always emphasize on the fact that this is the minimum quality that's gonna be available in the tower, because I cannot confirm that the same stone manufacturer will still be open in 4 years' time.
Yeah, definitely, but it's the same quality.
But the same quality or better. Question 4 in particular for this
Luxury.
building itself,
Okay.
do we have access to Six Senses Dubai?
Yes.
They will, but they have to pay for it.
Okay.
There is a 50% discount for all the residents in Six Senses Marina. Whatever it is, and they will have always the priority to get access to the Palm on a membership perspective, because the Palm will have a very limited number of memberships, and the first memberships will be open for Six Senses Residence Marina every year. So they will approach everyone living in the building. If they want to have access to the Palm, they get 50% off as a family. There is family membership and individual membership.
It's a lot.
Which is, to be honest, when we were talking about the amount, they were talking about 27,000 dirham a year for a couple and 2 kids, which is
For the
now
family.
in Dubai, this is peanuts. We
It's
pay
true.
60,000 for a membership, easy.
Yes.
So they get that amount, which is 24,000 to access all the facilities of Six Senses, the Palm. The beach, the pool, the Six Senses place, they get discounts on the restaurants, they get all these facilities and all this stuff.
Okay.
And another point that there is a little bit of confusion, and they ask about, it's the service. What is complimentary and what is not complimentary. Every facility floor is fully complimentary for use, except one floor, which is where we have the clinic. The clinic, it's where if you want to have a massage, you pay for your massage. It's not free service.
Makes
And
sense.
It's longevity. And in the clinic, there will be the rejuvenation treatments. And there will be the cryo and the hyperbaric treatment, and there will be sound healing treatment.
For the treatment you pay. It's just,
There will be somebody treating you at the end of the day. And this is where you pay. But on the pool,
It's
for
not
your
a
towel and water.
all inclusive in
exactly.
Turkey.
Exactly. So everything else out of the 61,000 square foot, this is 7,500 square foot where you pay if you do the service. And
Yes.
everything else is free and serviced for you, meaning there will be a guy with a towel and water when you are using the pool. There will be somebody to assist you with there will be a lounge on 109th floor. There will be soft drinks and all that bar. So
Gym
you
trainer,
can drink from it, but you pay for your consumption. But there will be a guy cleaning the table, bringing you the drink,
Yeah, that's the-
servicing you free of charge. You're not paying a fee for him.
Yes.
It's part of the service charge of the building. But in reality, this is your service.
yes.
Conciergerie free of charge. Valet parking to you and your guests, to all cars, is free of charge. So there will be a valet company managing purely the parking of the cars. So when you live in the building, you wake up in the morning, bring my car to the lobby. That's it. Come,
Might get
take
used
my
to that.
bag. We're building a business for the future. We're not building a business for the momentum of real estate hype and then shut down the company and go.
I know what you mean.
Select started in 2002 by one single person, and today
In
he-
UK, it is
No,
done.
here in Dubai in 2002. He's today the CEO and the owner of the company, and we are more than 80 employees, and we're growing. Six Senses Marina is one project out of 3 projects that coming this year. So by Q4, we will have something huge coming.
Which locations?
Cannot share with you. But the point is,
Come on.
the point is, it's for the future. And for us, the future is where we maintain good relationship with our partners, We're known financially solid in the market. We pay our dues. We don't have challenges with authority. We
True.
always follow the law.
You're very good in communicating.
We
communication
deliver our
with the
projects on time.
clients.
What you see on the brochure, you see in reality.
So here on the stairs, practically, not even in the showroom, not outside, we had this amazing interview with George.
It's a winning location, it's a winning project, it's a winning material finishing, and it's a winning services from the brand operator. So when you combine all these together, you have a winning client.
Fantastic,
So,
yeah. Let's win together.
Everybody wants to be a winner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode where we delve into the luxury real estate, venturing into collaborations with posh brands on the market. Don't hesitate to contact me and stay in touch. You can text me in the comments below or reach out to me through WhatsApp.